Hi folks, Ron Bishop from Timaru New Zealand here again. I'm in the heart of the Timaru city at the moment in New Zealand, and I'm videoing all the streets, all the commercial streets in the area. And at the moment I'm standing on Station Street in Timaru. Here's the sign, Station Street, which is a continuation of Strathallan Street. We're looking down Station Street from the Strathallan Street end. And I'm going to take you down to the eyesight centre down there, and we'll have a look at the railway station, and then we'll head off up George Street. We'll look at some of the shops, the back end of the shops that front on to Kane Street. Sorry, I can't tell you what that building is. It looks like it had the word CFCA, which is was probably an old grain store of something. This was a grain area many years ago and very popular place for flour mills. We walk past the place where I get my car serviced. It's called Des Seeger Motors. Des Seeger Motors are here on Station Street. A very good service. Provide a very good service for your car. This is the bus depot. It's where all the buses leave and they go around the city, transporting people around the Timaru city. And it's just outside the railway station. There's another business called All About Signs. They do sign writing on cars and things like that, and they're in the railway station, this end of the railway station. The Strathallan end of the railway station. This is the main entrance to the railway station. Intercity is the name of the coaches, the buses that go to Christchurch and Queenstown, Dunedin and all that. So this is the depot where you catch your bus if you're travelling down south along State Highway 1. The tenants on the ground floor are the Station Cafe. The Station Cafe are open 7 days, catering functions and a licensed bar. SPF is it? Websites and multimedia are upstairs, and the Intercity Nationwide Coach Network inquiries are all welcome in here. There's the sign for the Station Cafe. Open 7 days, catering, functions and licensed bar. All inquiries to 688 3594. Another tenant in the railway station is the Timaru Massage Therapy. The Timaru Massage Therapy, if you want a massage, phone 684 8536. Di Jones is the massage therapist. There she is, 684 8536, the phone number. It does all those things for you. I don't know about you, but when I'm travelling, the first thing I want when I hit a town, a new town, is where is the public toilets? Well, the public toilets are here on the end of the railway station. The red brick building on the end there is called Evans Atlas Flour Milling Company Limited. An old flour mill. Jack's All Trades Workshop has got a sign up there, and down below is Rapid Fire Indoor Paintball. So there you go, if you want a game of indoor paintball, phone 688 5205. There is plenty of parking here, ample room to park your car. Please pay here, so it's you pay for the time that you're here. We're looking at the back of the landing service building. This is an old building, very old building, where the whalers used to bring their whales in here and skin them. And this is the old building. Upstairs of the landing services building we have the function centre. This is where you have your functions. If you want to hold a special function, well, the landing services building at the function centre. There's the railway station again, and upstairs you see a sign there called Mill Brick Limited Industry Training. There you are, Mill Brick Limited Industry Training. Here we have the front of the landing services building. It's called the Eyesight Centre. So in here is the Information Centre and Eyesight Centre. Got a handsome gentleman here to meet us. Let's see who he is and what he's all about with his coal bags and stuff. Let's go over and have a look at the plaque. Okay, Captain Henry Kane is his name. Henry Kane was born in 1816 and went to sea at the age of 13. After 30 years of seafaring, he settled in Timaru in March 1857 and opened a general store. The town grew, and before long he was operating his first cargo landing service at the foot of Strathallan Street. Captain Kane became a prominent businessman and significant public figure, serving as mayor from 1870 to 1873. He died having been poisoned by his son-in-law, and many Henry Kane represents, and for many, Henry Kane represents the pioneering spirit that made Timaru what it is today. Part of the landing service building is the Speight's Ale House. If you want a coffee or a drink or a beer or something, some wine, go to the Speight's Ale House. That's the main entrance of the Eyesight Centre. We've got a lot of signs over here. Let's go and have a look at them. Book your inter-island experience here, so you can go inter-island, the inter-city. What's this one? Blue Pacific Experience. Cook Strait Ferry. There you are. Automotive shuttles, budget daily, hut tickets sold here. What's this over here? Discover Maori Rock Art. Guided tours to Tiana Rock Art Centre and iconic rock art sites. There you go. 687-7372 is the phone number. Timaru, heart of the South Island. And this is the main streets. These are the streets within the city. A map. You can look at the map outside the Eyesight Centre. Here is a sign that tells the story. The Timaru Landing Services building. A volcano erupted inland from the town about 2.5 million years ago, and the last lava flow in the South Island moved towards the sea at Timaru. It formed reefs and provided shelter in Maori on the exposed coast for early Maori canoes, whaling ships and the later trading ships before the harbour was made. This landing service building was built of solidified lava basaltic bluestone in the early 1870s and stands on the shoreline of Timaru. It is the last remaining evidence of the 3 landing services which were once worked from this old Timaru beach before the harbour was built, and the only such building known to be still standing in the southern hemisphere. The building was designed so that the boats carrying goods between ships and shore were pulled into it by winch for loading and unloading bullock wagons loaded here, and Stafford Street was formed along their old north side route. The landing service was made unnecessary about 1875, when the first port breakwater was built of basalt and the railway came through. The building continued to be used as an import-export store until the owners, Dalgety Crown, sold their entire complex of buildings surrounding it to the Timaru City Council. Entire complex of buildings surrounding it to the Timaru City Council to be demolished to make a car park in 1984. The Landing Services building was saved because local people asked New Zealand Historical Places Trust to protect it, and the Timaru Civic Trust undertook to coordinate a careful restoration for reuse program as a community project. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fine example of what can be done to save our history. Across the road from the railway station is the Timaru office of the New Zealand Army. There you are, Timaru office of the New Zealand Army. We're looking across the road at Muffler and Auto Shop. Muffler and Auto Shop, they sell Kumho tyres. Kumho tyres. There you are. Tyre team. I'm outside the railway station looking up George Street. George Street, straight up there. I'm going to go up there now and have a look what's on George Street. Here we have the Courier, your community newspaper. The Courier, Timaru's community newspaper. This is Cheng's Chinese restaurant. We had a look at that the other day when we videoed Stafford Street. But there it is, Cheng's Chinese restaurant. Very nice restaurant in there. We're looking up at the Means building. The Means building. It hasn't got a tenant there at the moment. It's for sale or lease. It's alongside Morton's Real Estate Valuers and Auctioneers. They're on the corner, and that's where it is. We're back onto Stafford Street, on the corner of George and Stafford Street, and this is the old Government Life building, with the new building alongside it, which was built later on. We'll go up there and have a closer look at it now. There's a small bus just pulled in called Sea Bay Shuttles. Christchurch, Timaru, Waimate and Dunedin. If you want to go to any of those places, the phone number is 0508 847373. This is the Timaru City's tallest building. It's 9 stories, including the bit built on top, and it was built for government departments, and all the government departments, Inland Revenue Department and all that, were housed in here until they decided to go elsewhere and build new buildings. Here it is. It's a handsome looking building. They've just painted it by the look of it. It's absolutely fantastic. I have an idea for this building, and I'll talk to you about it some other time. But right now, we're going to go down and have a look at how many people or how many tenants there are in the building. The building is now called Cantech House. Cantech House. Carter Valuations are in there, and Chris Lee and Partners also. Over here we have kids' classes, Artful Crafts. So it's a craft place in there. In the old Government Life building, we have Steve Evans Jewellery and Design, and Supreme National Hairdresser of the Year called Shine. Here's a list of tenants. The Government Life building. ACC are open from 8:30 to 5. We have Corporate Services, South Canterbury District Health Board Corporate Services are in here. Active Rehab is in here. Registered Valuers Carter's Valuations are in here. But I see that they've emptied their shop out. So what does that tell us? We've got a 9-story building in Timaru with 3 tenants on the top floors. Across the road on George Street we have HC Partners, Chartered Accountants. This is the former home of multi-millionaire Alan Hubbard. This was where he operated from until he was killed in a car accident. This commercial building is on the corner of Sophia Street and George Street. The tenants in the top floors are Norm Scott Law Offices and Rosie Carruthers Law Offices. Another shot of that handsome looking building across the road there. It's a very nice looking building. Alongside it are Aon Insurance Brokers, major sponsors of Rowing New Zealand. That's Aon Insurance Brokers. On the corner of Sapphire and George Street and King George Place. This is the Timaru District Council building. This lovely white building here, made of limestone. Well, I think it's limestone. It may not be, I don't know, but it's lovely anyway. It has a big town clock there, and it's really fantastic. They spent a lot of money, about 7 million on this building, doing it up, getting it earthquake proof. There's a better shot of it. The old signs there say municipal offices and public library. There you are. The library's not in there now, but anyway, that's the Timaru District Council buildings. We're proud of these buildings, they're very nice. Also in King George Place is the old post office. This is the old post office. It's no longer a post office, but it was for many years. The old post office. Handsome building, isn't it? The tenants in the old post office now are Mackenzie and Willis and Reed Manson Limited, insurance brokers and consultants. There you are, 2 tenants there taking the ground floor of this handsome building. I found 2 more tenants in this old post office. One is called the Opus International Consultants and David Wood Barrister. He's on the ground floor there, and Opus on the top floor. I'm now looking up a street called Latter Street, which comes down into King George Place. On the corner is a lovely building, and it's got floor pride. Floor pride are the tenants in there. O'Loughlin's are below. We'll have a look at that building again on a different angle. This building is called the Markham Flats, which were built in 1926. The Markham Flats. And down the bottom are the O'Loughlin's Furniture and Antiques. It's an antique place there with some lovely furniture. Old antique furniture. Across the road alongside that handsome building is Vision Hair. See the vision, wear the vision. Hairdressers in there called Vision Hair. Now alongside them there's, I don't know what it is, but it looks like there's some cars in there, but there is no name saying what it is, except that it's for sale. There we have the Arthur Street Cafe. The Arthur Street Cafe was established in 2006. And that's a nice little cafe. I've had a cup of coffee there, it's very nice. 2 quaint buildings, they're probably residential homes now, but they used to have some commercial tenants in there. There's the Mitre 10 Mega Home Improvement Warehouse. The Mitre 10 Mega Home Improvement Warehouse. We get a better view of that round the other side. We are now on Arthur Street. Arthur Street, on the corner of Arthur Street and Butler Street. And I'm looking across the road is a quaint little house. It was a house, it's now the home of Hugh Smith and Perry, barristers and solicitors. Serious about trade. This is the drive-in through entry for Mitre 10 Mega Home Improvement Warehouse. It's where you drive in with your car and pick up all your building needs. Across the road from Mitre 10 we have Goodyear Auto Service Centre. This is the Goodyear Auto Service Centre. On the corner of Bank Street and Arthur Street is a new tenant to Timaru called Armstrong Motor Group. They sell motor cars, and they've got the new showroom there and everything on the corner of Arthur Street and Bank Street. Armstrong Motor Group. Here's Mitre 10 Mega Home Improvement Warehouse. That's the main entrance for the foot traffic. They go in that entrance there. Mitre 10 Mega. Also on Arthur Street is Healthcare New Zealand. Healthcare New Zealand. We've now arrived at Theodosia Street on State Highway 1. Corner of Arthur Street and Theodosia Street on State Highway 1. Across the road is Stonewood Homes. Stonewood Homes, the home you deserve. There you are. What a handsome looking building that is. And across the road is Radcliffe. J.A. Russell Limited, trading as Radcliffe Electrical. There you are for all your electrical goods. Go to Radcliffe's on the corner of Theodosia and Arthur Street. We finished this video by looking down Arthur Street back towards the city, and with the Mitre 10 Mega store on the left.